The Knight of Cups links to the Ten of Cups from the Tarot of Mystical Moments, and that could be the deepened thought. Also with the obstacle, there's the Six of Cups, and this talks about simplicity, maybe simpler times. So I feel like it does have a calling of having those tender moments and appreciating those things, and not so much looking into making things more complicated than what they need to be. My video might cut off, so I'll just have that reading as it is because I have deleted stuff off of my phone, but so far it just says I don't have any space, so I'll have to delete more stuff. So there's the moon that's also in the obstacle with the Six of Cups. So there is a heaviness here that comes from that, and it just feels like it weighs so much that it carries on with the energy of this Knight of Cups. But there is that sense of really having a vision for this, and with the Archangel Ariel standing your ground in order to follow through with something. Even in difficult times with the Seven of Wands, and to trust the process, how to overcome the obstacle is the Justice card. I am taking it as a word for the reading. So I was also getting that getting more than what you're expecting in the end. That also comes with the time of what has to follow through. And one of the things that has to follow through is you following through with something. Every little bit counts. I was going to go more into the Knight of Cups about that type of commitment energy, because the Knight needs to turn into a king. So the Knights are usually ones that go off and do their maybe duties, maybe things that they have to, I was getting, do in order to prove that they can move up to be a king, in a king position. So the Page of Pentacles, this feels like it would be using what you have already experienced and making it into a learning curve, and somehow incorporating it into your life to where it'll be beneficial for you. There's one main thing that I was going to touch up with the Knight of Cups. I'm not sure if I'll get to it before it says it'll run out of space, but really linking to the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups. So it's bringing that past into your future, but in a positive light. And we're not looking into necessarily what's dark and what's light. But there's a sense of needing to have that type of momentum. And a part of it is when you're, again, being genuine, there's a certain genuine energy that comes from the past that is going to be coming into the future. And I feel like it is linked to trauma too. And not in the textbook terms of trauma bonding, but there can be a sense of understanding somebody more, or seeing that a person isn't maybe as suck up or as maybe superficial or maybe not as cut and dry as cut and dry as what you might have assumed them to be before. So the Knight of Swords, it kind of reminds me of like the third eye energy that I was talking about in the first reading. There's a little bit a delaying energy for it because, again, I was going to say something with the Knight of Cups, but I feel like my phone might cut out again. I feel like really with the Knight of Cups, there's some type of commitment that the energy follows through with, and it's embodying that archetype. So I'll leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Oh, and sorry, the broken or the cracked pot, it's still technically intact, but it's like, what do you do with it at this point? I feel like that has to do with that trauma energy too, and that point of healing. There was something where it looked like it was almost like sand, and like kind of raking through the sand in, I guess, like a circle or a cycle motion, because it was like in the shape of like a circle, and you scoop up the sand, and as it keeps raking through, like to smooth it out or to, you know, kind of make the pattern that it does, and there's still remnants of that indent that was there before where you scooped, so that can signify like that trauma area. And then as time goes on and as it keeps circling through, eventually it will be as prevalent or as noticeable. There still might be memories, there might be moments, but it's not going to be as deep of a wound as it was initially. Time seems to be important at this for this reading. So thank you again.